recorded a 10-minute video that I'm not going to upload. And the reason I'm not going to upload it is because it was me sitting in my limiting space, in a space of like, oh, I'm so scared, I'm so nervous, why can't I do this? And I had to sit here and I pulled up my journal. I'm like, why? What is it? And I'm not even, look, what is it about me and my process right now of trying to rediscover my voice and re-put myself out there that's just not clicking for me? And I realized I'm doing the same thing that, well, no, I wasn't standing in my truth. That's what it is. And so this video will probably be pretty short, but I'm just gonna get to the point. I used to be a community organizer with Black Lives Matter. And I used to do public speaking at like, City Hall, and then at these huge marches with like hundreds of thousands of people. And I was not scared. I was not tiptoeing around my words. I would be literally at a march and it'd be like, Brittany, you're on stage in 15 minutes. Oh, let me get my words together. And I would get up there and I would speak, from inside of myself. So I was like, what happened between then and now? And I realized this past year, really, I've had a paradigm shift, a tremendous amount of growth and change, and in my beliefs, in just everything about the way that my mindset is. And I was feeling afraid that if I spoke my truth, I'd lose people. I would lose the support of people who I consider friends, but they're not really friends. They're just associates. That I'd make a fool of myself because I might change my mind again in the future. And I realized, like, girl, you're holding yourself back. And I realized that I'm my most powerful, my most attractive, my most full when I speak from a place of passion. And so I was like, what am I passionate about right now? What is it? And right now, I'm most passionate about helping people to realize that you have power in your own life. And that when we sit here and we're like, oh, because I'm a woman and men are doing X, Y, and Z to me, this is why I'm like this. Or because my parents did this when I was a kid, or they didn't do that when I was a kid, this is why I'm this way. Or because society made it so, this is why I'm this way. You're holding yourself back. Those are excuses. And I'm gonna be more particular about how I truly feel about this. There are reasons, but they become excuses once you realize what's going on and you don't do something to step outside of that. And so that's why I've been really challenging myself here with this YouTube thing, because I'm like, I know better than to be afraid to put myself out there. I know what factors might be limiting me, but they're only limiting if you cling to them. And so I'm here to say, drop all the excuses. If you are sitting here in your trauma, heal it. Because on the other side of that is everything that you want. And so I hope that you will take this journey with me, because I am on my path. I'm not exactly everywhere that I want to be, but boy, oh boy, are things really unfolding for me in my life the more and more I step into truer and truer versions of myself. And we can grow together and see what happens when we sit here and say, you know what? That thing that happened all those years ago, or last week even, or what have you, it's not going to stop me from being the version of myself that I want to be today.